In most colleges now, technology is used in almost every classroom. Soon, it will get to the point where you need to have a computer or device in every class that you take. A few upperclassmen I have talked to have said that they use their computers more and more in their classes as the years go on. This shows that computer usage in college classrooms is going to increase and keep increasing in the future. A computer can be used in almost every aspect of college classes. For example, teachers will put their slideshows and presentations online, which makes it easier to take notes on the computer by just annotating the slides. In addition to that, assignments are also done online, such as homework, where all the problems are all online. This year, I've only turned in one homework assignment that I did on paper all year long. And that alone shows how big of a role that technology plays in college education. All right, so this is one of the surveys that I conducted for this project here. I did 20 people throughout the college, either upper or lower classmen throughout my classes. It was a total of 20 people. So I asked them, the first question was if they had computers in high school, and 14 of them said that they did, and only 6 of them said that they did not. And of the 6 that said that they did not, they said that they had a very tough time transitioning to college and using Canvas and WebWork and the other online homework programs, along with trying to take notes in class and use the slideshows that the teachers present. And they did say that if they did have some sort of device or some sort of knowledge and experience in high school using the technology, then it would have been much easier and they would have had their grades suffer and the stress of trying to learn this while also trying to move in and get adapted to college life. If you're coming from a high school that does not use computers or devices in their classrooms, it can be a bit overwhelming to jump into college where nearly everything is done online. Moving in and getting adapted to college life can be stressful enough, and not knowing how to properly use the online resources for your classes can just add to that stress. I interviewed a student here at UK to see what he had to think about this situation. So did you have technology in high school?
No, none.
So you had no computers or devices that they either provided for you or that you brought to class?
They provided us with devices like for the kids in need because my school is considered underprivileged, but we never used them for any assignments.
So you didn't have to have anything prepared that you would have had to do on the computer?
No, we couldn't.
So have you had any experience with any programs like Canvas or anything that we use here?
Just because of the dual credit program at my high school, taking classes through the community college, that was it.
Now, did you find the transition to college because of you not using the technology in high school to be more difficult?
Yeah, definitely more difficult, along with the stress of moving away from my parents and having to figure out how to do it on my own. I had to figure out how to just access assignments. I was lost, and being an engineering major, it really affected me because there were a lot of online programs that I had no idea existed. I did not know how any of it worked. I went to class the first day. They explained that we had to have certain software downloaded, and I had no real idea what software was. So
now, did your grades suffer because of that, at least in the first semester?
in the first semester, yes, for sure. There were just some things I couldn't catch up on. Yeah, I eventually learned what most of the stuff was, but by the time I had learned one topic, we had already moved past it and we're moved on to something else I didn't know.
Now, in terms of moving away from like the assignments and stuff you had to do on the computer, was it easy or harder for you to take notes on the computer based on like a slideshow that the teacher had provided for you?
I wouldn't say that was any harder taking notes, but at the beginning, the assignments themselves were pretty tough. Just knowing how everything worked, all the intricacies of the different websites that we were using for labs and everything,
right.
That was tough to learn.
Now you used, because you were in chemistry and calculus, correct? So you used WebWork and Sapling for your homework. Did you find using those difficult?
Yeah, I did at first. You know, we all learn to adapt in a way, and I did. eventually, but it took some time, and I felt behind my other classmates.
Now, do you feel like if you would have had access to, at least in the beginning, learning how to just like basically do homework online and use some of the programs in high school, that would have helped you in college, the transition?
Yeah, I definitely, you know, maybe just introduction to just a few assignments.
Right.
You know, the content is irrelevant. I would have just liked to know how to access, purchase subscriptions, and just do the various tasks that professors expect you to know how to do.
Right. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Having computers in high school presents many advantages to both teachers and students. There was a study performed by Yolanda Singleton in which teachers believed technology allowed the ability to give students information beforehand. This is an advantage to both teachers and students because this means that students are coming to class better prepared for the material. Using a computer in high school can have a huge impact in making students more knowledgeable and comfortable with using them in college. In my high school, computers were used heavily in classrooms, and I even had a program similar to Canvas. I had a lot of experience turning in assignments and doing homework online, along with taking online quizzes. In addition to that, I was used to taking notes on my computer, and it really gave me a lot of experience and knowledge and really helped me transition to college and made it a lot less stressful. If computers were put into all high schools, then students would be more comfortable with going to college and using them there. Giving students the experience with online homework along with an interface like Canvas will go a long way in preparing them for college. Thank you for watching and listening to my videos, and I hope they affected your view on having computers in high school classrooms.